everybody. Welcome to the show that's going to start with a little reminder here. You know, with winter quickly taking over the northern half or the one half of the planet, north-south. Yeah, we'll use you got to remember, you got to watch where the Huskies go because you don't want to eat that yellow snow. It's a 42 show. Broken hearts are for assholes.
It's not the Huskies I'm worried about. And in stories we're not going to be covering tonight, researchers thought they'd found Amelia Earhart's missing plane. Oh, they're scanning the sea bed and everything. Oh, it turned out to be a plane-shaped pile of rocks. Oh dear, never mind. PETA, the petty, we like to call them, are protesting the movie Nosferatu for promoting shameful stereotypes of rats because the animal rights organization specifically takes issue with the film's suggestion that rats cause the bubonic plague.
Do they take issue with every supermarket I know having rat traps in the back where shit's stored?
Oh, they're probably on it right now. Now you've mentioned it. And also news, fun-loving civil servants could sue their bosses for discrimination if they are not invited to the Christmas party.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so watch out.
Oh, yeah. And in case so if you're having a private one, shut up about it.
You just don't tell anyone.
We're going to start here with a story that I'm kind of used to because I live in a very much fire alert area and Malibu, you know, ferocious wildfire, strong winds. It's been one hell of a day for that area. Power outage, thousands having to evacuate along the coast in the dark, too, because this started just at like the turn of midnight. Firefighters are totally struggling. At the point this article was done, this is about 2 hours ago, there's hardly any containment at all. Containment is vital for, you know, to keep it from growing. I mean, containment, right? But a huge part of these fighting outdoor wildfire type getting towards residential is the containment. So, and they barely had any. There's a couple thousand structures affected in the evacuated areas so far, and there's more portions coming up. Los Angeles County under evacuation warning, 18,000 people. At this point, they're getting closer and closer to evacuation notices. It's the Franklin fire, if you haven't caught on yet. I'm sure you have. It hit just before 11 p.m. Okay. Malibu Canyon Road. There's even a little video online where you can see some people in like a private university that were hunkered down and there was a wall of fire kind of coming towards them. In the little video, there's a couple of fire people that can be seen. So as of this point, I think everybody's fine there. LA County Fire Chief Anthony Marone said that this was Tuesday today here, that a minimum number of homes had been destroyed, but there was no exact number given. And just couldn't reiterate enough. Residents, listen, do what you're told with evacuation stuff and quit with the water sprinklers. You don't want to take water pressure away from the people that actually know how to defend a property properly. Trust me, don't do that. There's 700 or so battling the fire on Tuesday with more coming in from areas. Like I was saying, they got the air tankers going like crazy. They were able to fly through the night because the conditions were good enough. And so that really helps. But, you know, it's not exactly a good situation. And I can't reiterate enough. When it comes to fire, you might think, oh, it's still like 2 kilometers away or something, and I've got time. If you've never been in a situation where the fire's really coming at you and you're like packing your bags to go, you have no idea how fast it can get there. And it's not like, you know, on TV, and it's not just it with winds and whatnot, it can get to you so quickly. Just listen to these people. And I with power outages, there's going to be internet affected issues and whatnot. So anybody that's got like a radio, you're going to get emergency alerts through it. Listen to it.
Good advice there. I mean, I suppose, if they're having trouble with containment, well, I'm not surprised really, since Tupperware went bust. You got nothing to put it in.
Yeah.
Start collecting cardboard boxes to put that fire in.
There you go. See, this is why I thought I needed to explain containment, and now we're on Rubbermaid.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but yes, take the warnings more seriously than they're even given, because it can be that quickly that dangerous of a situation. I've been there. I watched it come down the hill of my place. We had everything packed and ready. We were ready to go. We don't wait till the last minute. Get your shit in order.
Get your marshmallows ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, another on a different note. Ahead of Christmas, a pro-Kremlin activist has pushed for Santa Claus to be branded as a foreign agent in Russia. Vitaly Borodin, the leader of the Federal Project on Security and Combating Corruption, sent a letter to the Russian's prosecutor general imploring that the iconic Christmas figure is to be designated a foreign agent due to its popularity in unfriendly countries and use of its image to undermine traditional Christmas values.
Well, with the ruble and the Russian economy doing so well, I'm sure they have time for bullshit like this. That makes sense to me.
I think more they need Santa Claus more than ever with the state of the ruble. But Borodin is known for filing police reports against purported enemies of the state, including journalists, singers, songwriters, and even a chocolate manufacturer. What do they do?
Wow.
Coming in here with your bourgeois chocolate. The Borodin's concern is not that Santa Claus will overshadow Jesus, but Father Frost, a Russian New Year figure. Oh, never heard of him. He is also outraged by the fact that the American is replacing the image of our traditional Santa Claus, since his recognition is close to 100%. What are you talking about?
What's the real Russian Santa? Like a dark, ugly, dirty suit and a sickle?
Yeah. Takes your children away and eats them.
Yeah,
brings you back the bones.
Yeah.
They're probably sending them to the front of Ukraine now. Anyway, we're talking about all these guys dressed in Santa Claus. You'll be straight to the Ukraine. Don't worry about it.
He's training North Koreans, but never mind that.
You have all these North Korean Santas. They'll have no clue what he's about anyway. I just think it's the redcoats. He says we need to support domestic manufacturers to create truly highly quality and beautiful holiday attributes that can give a real fairy tale. Let's cleanse the space of foreign symbols together to celebrate the holidays. so no Coca-Cola for you then. Do you think the Coca-Cola truck is going to be driving through Moscow?
Yeah.
Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming.
Oh, dear. Polar bears are about to boycott Siberia or some shit right now.
Oh no! The polar bear, that's a Western icon, isn't it? Yeah.
The Coca-Cola polar bears that always show up at Christmas time, right?
Yeah, of course. I was thinking of Fox's Glacier Mints.
Yeah. Well, we should keep up here. Who was it? I just responded in the chat too but somebody just said to me, "Hey Dawson, welcome to being part of the U.S." Andrew Negel in the chat there. So yeah, that's the next article. So you called it pretty well. But President-elect Trump lobbed some little late night digs at our Prime Minister Trudeau there, referring to Canada as a great state and addressing Trudeau as governor.
Wow.
Now, yeah. So I think it was, so this was posted to Truth Social, like No Truth Social, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. It was a pleasure to have dinner the other night with Governor Justin Trudeau of the great state of Canada. I look forward to seeing the governor again soon, that we may continue our in-depth talks on tariffs and trade. the results of which will be truly spectacular for all.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
What a oh my god. Okay, which one should I use here? Should it be that? No, we're gonna go with okay, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. It doesn't matter what button I hit for that. So everybody knows he's going off about the 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico. We export a lot of stuff to the United States, and Trump is doing this whole, hey, it'll be great, we get them to pay for it, and we get like our cake and eat it too because I can lower your taxes, and it's unbelievable. Like even Trump or Trudeau and a few of our people in Canada are trying to do a bit of a media thing where we try to explain to those Americans that voted Trump in that we don't pay the tariffs. The American importer of said product pays tariff. So who do you think is going to eat the tariff money? The importer? No. The reseller? No. Everybody's shrinkflationing us to death and whatnot. There's no way they're going to eat 25%. It's you, the consumer, who pays it. Nobody else, right?
That must be sinking in by now. Must be.
There's so many people in the media and on the different platforms like YouTube and other places that encourage you to hold your phone up when watching video, and it's finally, I think, sinking into some of these complete rednecks that think that raw meat is something that you should eat with your dog out of the bowl. So
you're gonna fight him for it.
Yeah. So, but Deputy Prime Minister Freeland said the Canadian government is, fully well aware that Trump's just kind of playing. There was even some talk that, during the dinner, they had a dinner. They didn't have some big powwow in some office with all these scribes scribbling away in the background, preparing speeches. And there was a little jab back and forth action going on. But this is obviously Trump trying to be playful, but also showing that he's the boss. And Trump, I'm sorry, but you're delusional if you think you're going to do this to Canada without Canada responding in kind. And since you buy so much stuff from Canada, what do you think's going to happen? I'm sorry, but one day this week, instead of waking up and putting those stupid little cups you put around your eyes before they spray paint your face and comb back your toupee, just actually listen to one of your advisors before you give them their opinion.
What do you export from Canada to America apart from moose, maple syrup, and Canadian bacon?
Weed. Bags and bags of weed.
Oh, definitely put tariffs on that.
Yeah, no, but we've got a lot of auto manufacturing up here and metals and timber and whatnot, especially like I do believe a lot of wood that gets used in America comes actually from, literally like my backyard for where I live, But, so it's crazy. So, yeah, you delusional prick. I can't wait to see how this ends. What are these things, dude?
Yeah, moving on from that. Oh, look at this, all science fiction. Chinese robotics company Logan Technology unveiled the RTG autonomous spherical robot in a technological breakthrough. And why
didn't they just call it BB-8?
Yeah, despite people believing it was all a bizarre marketing stunt, RTG bots have actually been spotted in the streets of China alongside human cops. Footage shows one of the beast balls rolling around the city, carefully patrolling for any potential crime that could occur. Yeah, the spheres are designed to assist and eventually replace humans in a dangerous environments and situations involving crime.
How RoboCop of these idiots.
It's crazy, isn't it? The AI-powered beasts are capable of not only stopping crime, but somehow detecting it too.
Oh, no. Why does it have a smell? I mean, it's just
I don't know. It says they can operate. Yeah, it just looks at people saying, "Look, you look suspicious." Got some kind of AI thing going on there. But it can operate both on land and in the water, and apparently reach surprising speeds of nearly 22 whole miles per hour.
Hey, look at the size of that thing. If that thing knocked into you at 22 mile an hour, you're done for. The whole you need the $6 million man type repairs.
Well, yeah, I mean, it weighs 125 kilograms.
Well, now you just don't have legs. You just have these fleshy tubes with broken bones in them, right?
And it's designed to, take an impact damage of up to 4 tons. So you can imagine, like Dick says, what it's going to do when it hits you. But that's kind of like what it's for. It's for rolling over and knocking down criminals. But it also has, net guns, tear gas sprayers, grenades, and loudspeakers and sound wave dispersal devices.
Wow.
Yes, it's a real kind of wow, it's bizarre. It says the balls are capable of detecting disturbances or abnormalities around them, and the facial recognition software is able to easily detect criminals known to the police. Drop in racist joke about all the Chinese looking alike. Yeah, I'll leave that one to you.
No. I was going to go full AC/DC with this. It's my belief that my police balls should be used every night.
Wow. I wonder if they come in pairs. Yeah, there's a video that showcases the ball chasing after suspects, knocking them to the ground, and even firing the built-in net gun. Meanwhile, other footage captured by pedestrians show the ball just rolling down the street, accompanied by law enforcement, just taking it out for a little walkie.
Yeah. And look at that. It's got like a proper BF Goodrich radial TA off-road tire going and everything, right?
It's a monster truck without the truck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like buying an SUV and the tire just buggers off on its own because it's bored.
Yeah, I want to be a cop.
Yeah, that's what you get for buying a Tesla. Your tire goes off and joins the force.
Joins the Foreign Legion.
Oh, that's funny. So yeah, let me show you something here. This is Moxy. Came out a couple of years ago. $800. It's an AI-driven companion thing for kids. And it's supposed to be very much tailored towards, empathy and stuff. And it's not going to, start telling you to self-harm or whatever. And it's been on the market for a couple of years. And, people like it. It seems to be popular with its users, but it's $800 American dollars, right? Well, guess what happened? That's right. The company's shutting down, and because of that, the servers are going down, and everybody who bought their child one of these $800 robots is about to have the service pulled out from underneath them any day now. If you notice, look in the bottom left. Look at the top right. Buy now is grayed out, but down in the bottom left, it's still there. I haven't clicked to see. I don't want to start doing some investigative journalism thing here, but they have announced that they're shutting it down. And there's no recourse for customers, no refunds, blah, blah. That's par for the course with these kind of new companies. But look at this from the point of view of the market this product was marketed to, young children. Go and explain to your 5-year-old that the startup company couldn't close its second round of funding, and as such, the servers are going to be shut, and that's why your cool little friend is about to become a dumb thing that sits in the corner and never responds to you again.
No, you do the other thing, like you do with like goldfish. And say, well, your little Moxy toy, well, it's gone to go and live with grandma in another country, and
Gone to AI heaven.
yeah, just put it in a box and bury it.
Yeah. But it's going to suck for a lot of kids, especially because this was, if you go through the literature and whatnot, they very much gave big hints in the marketing that, do you have a kid that's a little bit, nerdy and not quite popular with the other kids and blah, blah, here you go. And this is really going to, this is only going to make it worse afterwards or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And this is that whole thing with these connected companies. Something's got to be done legally, court-wise, federal, I don't know. But if you're going to bring out a connected thing like this and you go out of business because you're a good engineer and an idiot business person and screw it up, you should be forced to open source the software so that somebody that wants to could pick up the mantle, accept $12 a month payments, and run the servers for people. It's BS that these people just go, well, it's proprietary and as such, we can't do that. No, I'm sorry. It's proprietary and as such, it has value. Since you just screwed over every one of your customers, give it up right now, bitch. That's how I see it, right?
Yeah, we'll put it on the Shills server.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll run it, for sure. What the heck? I can't stand these people anymore. And then now it's happening to kids that were maybe even vulnerable. Makes it worse.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, you can imagine having like an emotional support puppy.
Yeah.
And then next day,
they just
Dad
come around and shoot it,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, we went out of business. Fluffy, but same thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they should be made to open source it. But anyway. So who's this? Dunk? Jesus. I had a tongue twisting joke I was going to let out, and I screwed it so bad. Anyway.
Oh, okay. Do it again.
Not even close. Go ahead.
No, this is a police officer who has resigned after it emerged that she'd been working as a porn star to make ends meet. Yes, she was the naughty, dirty cop, obviously. Shannon Loughland performed in half a dozen sex scenes before Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office in Colorado discovered her side job. The 44-year-old who ran the department's driving academy said rising debt, high interest rates, and spiraling costs left her needing extra money. She didn't inform her employer and resigned last week after 21 years of service.
Oh, wow.
She said, I was desperate. I was drowning. I found a legal, lucrative means for providing that support for my family that I needed at the time to save my home for them and feed my family. Yes, because, basically, she said, that she'd been spiraling costs. Her house was damaged during one of the storms, left her with $500,000 worth of damage, which the insurance company wouldn't cover. And obviously, her mortgage tripled on top of that, and she couldn't contend with the increasing utility, gas, and food costs. Drained her savings, borrowed money. She said she was, like I said, drowning.
Wow.
So, she admitted her actions had likely broken internal regulations that require advance authorization for side jobs. But, you're not going to go to your boss and say, yeah, I'm going to do a better call.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
I'll give you a discount on OnlyFans if you can just, look the other way at work.
Well, she said she only did like 6 sex scenes. So, how much money do you get for doing 6 sex scenes? I don't know. But she said, she made enough money to cover the mortgage, and the industry was professional enough that she never experienced any pressure or coercion. I think she's talking about the porn here, not the police job. The sheriff's office declined to comment due to privacy and due process issues. But despite resigning, Laughlin said that she loved her job and all the work she did over more than 2 decades. She said, I found, I've got to be careful how I word this.
Just porn or police? I'm getting lost here.
Yeah. I know you're going to get confused. She says, I found my niche in the law enforcement world and as a support role. I mean, I've never found a woman's niche. I've never been able to find it. She says,
it's a myth.
She said, I've been dedicated and loyal, and I truly enjoy what I do and all the lives that I have been able to touch. I think
still policing.
I think you're not the one doing the touching, dear.
I'm so lost.
I mean, the funny thing about this entire story is at no point does it say how they found out. Is it, did the sheriff just like literally come across her on a porn site?
Maybe she's like one of those girls on Bluesky looking for a daddy figure for POV videos, right?
Yeah,
there's a lot of them. Holy,
Yeah. Yeah, well, I can understand it where you're doing that on Bluesky, and then your mum comes up. It's just like, oh no! But that's how did they find out? She didn't tell them, so they're obviously one of their crew.
Yeah, somebody in the police station, all of them watch a lot of porn, and they obviously somebody, all of them must have found out.
Yeah. Better they finish the job first. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah. So couple of
turn into a tire, I think.
Couple of shout outs here. Dimitri Ziganova sent a $10 direct donation in. I can tell you what, the Shills, it's a treat after a hard day's work. Greetings from Kaunas, Lithuania, and please keep it up. Thank you. We damn well will. Thank you very much.
You got a super chat as well.
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
And then we got Petra Olsen in the chat with a super chat as well. Swedish kroners, 129 of them as well. With love to Ukraine, and with love it will be sent. Thank you, Petra. Very, very cool. Thanks, everybody. Yes, we're on to the next one. Oh, it's my turn, and I'm totally not prepared. Okay. Here we go. So you go on Amazon these days, you're looking at, wait a minute. I'm missing a page here. Sorry, everybody. Hold on. I got something wrong somehow in my setup. So you're going on Amazon these days and you might be looking for auto accessories. Maybe you're one of those people that likes the awful feeling of stitching on your steering wheel and you want a cover. Maybe you're one of those people that likes fake pieces of chrome and you just stick it all over the place. I don't know. But now you can just buy the car itself coming up. Amazon's been fishing about this for a while. They finally got an exclusive partner to launch with Hyundai, but they're ready and willing to get together with other partners as soon as others are willing and able. So in other words, we have an exclusive launch partner only because nobody else would sign up to try with us.
I hope that when they deliver it, they don't just like dump it outside the door like they do everything else.
Can you imagine? But actually, they have figured that out. Because could you imagine, like, what are you going to do? Start having Amazon warehouses all over the place full of cars? We have them already. They're called dealerships. And this is how it works, is the Amazon shopping for cars experience is just a no-nonsense way of getting a direct, no-haggle price that you can just click. You can do your options. You can maybe do this or that, change the color of the car virtually and all that showroom shit. I don't really know. And then you're able to simply just go to the Hyundai dealer, Hyundai, depending on how you want to say it, and finish the transaction off, pay them, and pick up the car. Now,
wow.
Yeah. So GM, a bunch of years back, brought that Saturn company to to be, you know, a different kind of car, a different kind of company. That was Saturn. And one of their things was they had the plastic body panels from like the Pontiac Fiero and a few cars, not truly fiberglass, but plastic. So that was a thing. But their other big thing was Saturn's showrooms had zero market or zero haggle or whatever. The price was the price and that's it. And at first people liked it until the general public got paranoid that that price could be lower, and boom, that fell apart. So I'm not sure this is going to work for Amazon because Hyundai is not exactly known as the maker of the supreme value car that holds its value for a long time. No offense to them, but I mean, you know, they sink as fast as an Aston Martin in value, right?
Well, can you drive it around for a couple of weeks and then send it back as a return?
That would be funny. I bought a transport trailer of Hyundai Amazon returns. Let's see if we can fix them. Yeah. Oh man, all the auto guys will be doing that soon, you know. So we'll see if it works. I'm not convinced that it's a great idea, but the idea of cars being so generic, you can just buy them online, I guess. So we'll see what happens. But there's no way Amazon's doing this without getting a cut. So why wouldn't you just do this from Hyundai directly? That's the part I don't get.
No, I don't know.
There's no way Bezos is taking his hand from his pecker to sign the dotted line that says, yes, we're going to do this without it earning money. So, you know, I hate that. Let's partner up. You get a cut. I get a cut. Oh, well, just raise the price. Okay, everybody gets a cut. Boom, done. Yeah, I'm not a fan, you know. Where am I here? Okay, there's Titty Girl. So yeah, okay, I got the picture ready.
Yeah, well, we're going to leap into the future because Google unveils Willow, a quantum chip leading towards the future of computing, they say. Google has announced the groundbreaking quantum computing chip, claiming it can solve a problem in 5 minutes that would take the world's fastest supercomputers 10 septillion years to tackle. I don't know how they know that, because they obviously haven't done that test.
If you're unsure, septillion is 10, shitload of zeros, tillion. So
yeah, that's about right. They say the development signals a major step forward in quantum computing, although experts caution that practical large-scale applications remain years away. Unlike traditional computers, which process information using binary bits, zeros and ones, quantum computers use quantum bits or qubits.
These apps that are sometimes in the box, sometimes not in the box.
Get back in the box. These exploit the principles of quantum mechanics, like superposition and entanglement, allowing them to perform calculations at unimaginable speeds. I don't know. I can imagine quite fast. Yeah. So what was I going to say? Well, the capability could revolutionize fields like drug and pharmaceutical development, nuclear fusion reactor design, battery technology, or for electric vehicles. I mean, surely it could just about do anything, can't it? You know, I don't know why they have to limit it to those sort of things.
It could even help kids have better little Barbie trucks and cars to drive. I bet. Yeah. Right.
Or have AI things that don't break when the service fails,
or turn on you and try to kill you.
I mean, there's a lot about this, and it's future applications, blah blah blah, and potential and stuff. It doesn't tell you what games it comes with, though.
Space War.
Is it still like playing the minefield?
yeah.
And solitaire. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you think this could be like a
run crisis?
They say it's a massive leap in computing, but I'm still.
Every time
you yet to see what happens with these sort of bloody things.
Every time you say a massive leap in computing, I see Clive Sinclair for the Sinclair QL commercial leaping over the competition. It's one of the funniest ads I've ever seen in my life for a computer, man.
Yes. Oh, I guarantee it wasn't him. It was a stuntman.
Yeah, they just hook him up there, big bungee cord. Where am I here? Yeah. What do we got? 2.5 minutes. So here's a thing I wanted to point out to everybody. Trump is properly going at this whole you've got to be born by parents of Americans to be an American. And he really wants to end birthright citizenship because in his mind, if you don't know what that means, if you're born on American soil, even if your parents are illegal immigrants, you're an American. And there's a lot of people complaining that there's way too much tourism when somebody shows up in America about to give birth, hoping that their child is now American, right? I don't know how prevalent that really is, but there's an interesting thing I would like to point out about the man himself. Trump is the son and grandson of immigrants, German on his father's side and Scottish on his mother's side. None of his grandparents and only one of his parents were born in the United States or spoke English as their mother tongue. This is why you'll notice when you hear Trump talk about ending birthright citizenship in the United States, he always says you have to have one parent that was American, and then you're good. He doesn't say both. He says one because they literally have to kick his own ass out.
That would be ironic.
Right? But it's true. It's true. So, Trump's setting the line at himself, right? How many Americans would rather it be both parents? Because if you're that angry about immigration and all this and blah, blah, wouldn't you want it to be both parents? And as such, that would exclude MAGA King faithful himself, Ronald Gump, the orange shit gibbon. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, even one parent, I wonder how many this is going to affect. Who actually just thought they were American. Like Trump thinks himself American through and through and thoroughbred. But well, he's only just within his own guidelines. So yeah. I wonder how many people that would affect.
Oh, huge, right? Huge. So. It's just another thing to watch as we come up to the first days of Trump. It's going to be crazy. Let's see how it runs. Let's see. We're just at the 0 point. So huge thanks to everybody for joining us. And we got a day off around here. And then we're back Thursday for more 42 shows. So we can, point and laugh at a lot of people out there that do stupid stuff and make sure it's on the internet for us to enjoy.
It's indeed, but pointy, laughy.
Big thanks and stuff in the credits. So ciao for now, fellow babies.
Cheerio.
And we got a big shout out to our team here who helped us so much in the background. We got a net back on the Shills account. Woo! We got PJ CNET and Super Chat Matt helping as well. So big thanks, everybody, because without the help, there wouldn't be much of a show.
Yes, and thanks everybody for your super chats, donations, and becoming channel members, and all that kind of stuff that really helps the channel ticking over. Don't forget to hit like on the way out. I'm going to do that right now, so you can just bloody well do the same, all right? And don't forget to share us out. Share us out wherever you can. And don't forget, if you are starring on a porn film, don't forget to be stripping off that Shills t-shirt while you're in the scene, and then get down to all the dirty. Just keep shouting, "Oh Shills! Oh Shills! Oh Shills!" Or you can just share us out on social media or something. Bluesky, we'll see you there. How about that?
Shills condoms and dildos coming to the merch store soon, so you can look your best on OnlyFans. See you soon, fellow babies.
Bye for now. Stay shilly.